Hi, I'm Killer Tomato 9 of the Hartford Herdiers, bringing you week 5 of the UDN, where I fight Jazz of the Nevada Nidokings. And here for the team builder, of course. First mon, I figured I might want to bring a bulky new again, mostly just because I wanted to bring stealth rocks, but I didn't think that the I'm blanking. The pillow swine was was good here, and then Lichen Rock, I had other plans for that, as you'll see soon enough. So really, my only chance of rocks was Mew, and seeing there's a Charizard coming, I feel like that was crucial to get those up. So I figured the best way to support rocks Mew would be the special attack and HP EVs with Rocky Helmet, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Roost as well. Modest, of course. And also, I think that this does some work against, Breloom and Quillfish, even though it doesn't have Psychic Stab, it can still hit those. Hit its Charizard, Empoleon, Gliscor. Hoopa might be scary against this thing. It can come in pretty easily, maybe. But we'll worry about that if it happens. Anyway, I should mention that I did trade Haxorus for Zygarde 10%, which is why you see him up there instead of Haxorus. Anyway, next one is Mega Beedrill. Barry B. Benson is coming back again. I probably should have brought him last week, but that's beyond the point. With standard, pretty standard set, the usual one. Max attack, max speed, U-turn, poison jab, knockoff, drill run. So he doesn't have many switches for this thing, and especially if he's bringing Hoopa Unbound, I kind of need this to come, especially since a jolly max speed Beedrill, Mega Beedrill will outspeed a Scarfed Hoopa Unbound. So anytime Hoopa kills something, which I'm sure will happen a lot, I can just bring Barry B. Benson and scare it out, get a free U-turn off. Right? Excuse me. Next one is Bouquet Florges. Leftovers. Moonblast is its only damaging move since he only has Empoleon and Quillfish to resist the Fairy Stab. Everything else is neutral or super effective. And I don't really get many moves on Florges that would be good against those. I mean, I get some grass moves, but even those isn't going to do too much, considering I'm not really any special EVs in this thing. So I figured I could go pretty heavily in the support with Aromatherapy, which there's been many weeks so far where I've wished I had Aromatherapy on this thing. Not Heal Bell, since, I mean, Aroma doesn't really matter, I just chose Aromatherapy. It's not like he has anything immune to sound or anything with grass Sap Sipper, so I just chose Aromatherapy. Because why not? And then Wish and Defog, for obvious reasons, the Wish support will be useful on the U-turn and the other mons I have here. Speaking of which, the next one is Cindy the Gastrodon. I felt like, obviously, if Charizard X is coming, I would need a strong, bulky water type to deal with that, and Gastrodon is that mon, with max defense, of course, for the Charizard, since it's there for Charizard, and then max HP as well. It can also handle Electrode if it doesn't bring HP Grass, but, I mean, why wouldn't it bring HP Grass? If it comes anyway. And then Rabombi gets Grass moves as well, but it can handle Gliscor pretty well. And if Hoopa's physical, it won't take it well, of course, but defense will only help with that. And then anyway, it has standard Scald Earth Power. I chose not to have Ice Beam. Instead, I figured I would go HP Flying because that can one-shot the Breloom. I can see him swapping in on an Earth Power, maybe. I can go for HP Flying, try to predict that if I have to. HP Flying, I mean, sure, it would be nice to have Ice Beam for the Gliscor, but I have Scald anyway, which is as good. I don't think the Ice Beam was killing anyway. I mean, I had the chance to, but it wasn't guaranteed. And then HPS wasn't really good for anything else other than that. Breloom too, but HP Flying is better. So I went with that, and then Recover, of course, leftovers, Storm Drain. For the Quillfish, of course. I can take both Scalds if it goes for Scald, or Waterfalls if it's that's it. Doesn't matter, I can take it, and the Empoleon will be Scalding a lot too. I want to be able to take those. This is kind of Walt Empoleon. I mean, it can go for Toxic, but I can just go into Florges and Aromatherapy. Now, I'm not running Toxic on this team, which could end up being bad for me, but we'll see. I feel like the moves I have are needed anyway. Like, there's no room for Toxic on this, or this, really. Anyway, next one is Lycanroc Dusk. Now, even though I am wary to try to set up against the team with Clefable, or Clefable, however you say it, I felt like it might be worth trying anyway, because Excel Rock, Drillbur, and Fire Fang hits a lot on his team, and if I can get a Sword Stance up with Tough Claws, it's going to do a lot of damage. And then enough speed to outspeed what I'm able to, and the rest into attack for the HP. I have Lumberry because, excuse me again, I have Lumberry because I might have to take a Scald, and if I get burned, then it won't matter. I can just, get rid of it. Or since I'm not bringing a Grass type, I don't mean Berylum's free to spore anything, which is another reason I brought Aromatherapy, because I don't have to worry about getting spored too much. But if he brings in, let's like say something dies and he brings in Breloom against this thing, he might think, okay, he's going to be forced to swap, and I get a free spore off. He spores, I Lumberry and kill with Fire Fang. Hopefully that happens. If not, I think Lumberry could still come in handy if I can switch into a Toxic if I have to, or if something tries to Toxic me, that could be good. Now, I don't normally it'd be Life Orb with this set, but I felt safer running Lumberry against his team. And then my last mon is the new addition, my true son, since Haxorus failed me many times, is Zygarde 10%, which I've used before and I've always found was really good and really useful. So this time I'm making it Banded, because this is my new Z user, of course, replacing the Haxorus. So I didn't want to bring Z this time though, because against Rabombi, it's tricky not being faster than it, because it can one-shot me, of course. So I almost ran Choice Scarf because of that, but I wanted the damage from Choice Band, like, because if he tries to swap in on an Outrage or something, even on a 1,000 Arrows, it probably won't be swapping in at all, actually, but still, I felt like I don't really handle it well at all anyway, so I'll just be Choice Banded. It's fine if I don't outspeed. I have Florges there, I have other things there that can help deal with it better. I mean, yeah, that's it, really. Max attack, max speed, special defense, +4, because why not? Now, the Rabombi might give me some trouble if Bouquet ever dies, since he can have grass moves for Gastrodon, and Lycanroc, he can have Psychic for Barry B. Benson, and of course he has bug moves for Mew. But I don't think he'll have like 4 attacks. I think he'll probably either be Quiver Dance or Sticky Web, so he won't have coverage for everything. Although he might just be Specs, considering that it does do well against me. But I'll have to wait for when we battle to see. And so thanks for watching, and I'll cut ahead to the battle. Alright, welcome to the battle. So, okay, he didn't bring Breloom, which could be good, no Spore. And I think his only choice Scarfer would be the Hoopa. So I'm thinking Beedrill might be a safe lead, especially when I think either Empoleon or Gliscor will be leading to set up rocks. If Gliscor leads, I probably will just swap U-turn out, even though knockoff like Toxic Orb would be great. It's just that I'm worried about how much damage he'll do to me. And then Empoleon, maybe I'll drill one. I'll check the calcs if that happens. Or maybe it would be better to go Mew and set up my own rocks. But then if it's Gliscor, I'm scared of the knockoff. So I think my safest lead is actually Barry B. Benson, the Beedrill. So I'm going to do that. Okay, that's a perfect lead. Wow, I could not have gone better. Now I'm hoping he doesn't, I'm sure he does because he's a good player, but if he doesn't realize I outspeed, or maybe I'm the one in the wrong here. But I see no reason not to just click U-turn. He's obviously swapping out here, but if he stays in, he's dead. If he swaps, like the U-turn. So let me just make sure I'm not crazy here. Hoopa, Unbound. I'm just gonna run the calc again just to make sure I'm not, crazy and making a horrible assumption here. A 284 max speed times 1.5, 426 speed. Now Beedrill gets up to 427 speed max. Okay, so I don't think I'm crazy. I think Mega and U-turn is best. Now I don't know. I'm sure he's swapping here. I mean, how could he not, right? Which is why U-turn is so good. Although maybe if you think he's swapping, I can just... No, U-turn's the best. You just go for U-turn. Don't overthink anything. U-turn's best. I mean, he has quite a bit to take U-turn, honestly. Charizard, Empoleon, Clefable, all resisted. Oh, and Gliscor too, for that matter. So I don't know why he's waiting. I don't know what he's really thinking about here. Since he has some good switch-ins for Beedrill, honestly. Okay. Wonder what he's gonna do. I was certainly not expecting the Hoopa lead, though. That's a bold lead to lead with one of your strongest attackers first. Very bold. And for all I know, he has the Bugberry. Alright, there he goes. How much will this do? I did not do anything, jeez. Okay. I guess I figured U-turn was coming, so who would be best to switch out into? So now I can go into Mew and Ice Beam. Like I said, knockoff. I think he'll expect the Ice Beam. It'll be kind of obvious. And then maybe I can get a Scald on something. Because I feel like it would be Empoleon coming out if Gastrodon comes in. Now let me just check if this thing gets any grass move. I forget. It's HP Grass, which I don't think it'll have. Now, I'm going to check how much knockoff would do to Mew actually before I do that, because Mew actually has the Ice Beam. Let's assume it's, I don't know, max HP or whatever. And it has a knockoff. Might outspeed if it has investments. Knockoff doesn't do much if it's not invested into attack, which I don't think it is if Beedrill did so little. I'll check. You turned it what? 16%? Yeah, he's not attack invested. So I can Ice Beam or Scald. And Mew, Charizard might come in. On this, Empoleon would come in. I'm not as scared as Empoleon. Going into this. In fact, it still might even just be Empoleon coming in. So I could just go for the Stealth Rocks, predicting that. How much does that probably do to Empoleon, actually? I'm not going to click that here, that'd be too risky of a read for me. Let's see. At least right now, anyway. I guess probably does decent. I have Aromatherapy, so I don't need to be too worried about Scalds, and I have Roost. I think Ice Beam is safe to click here. If Charizard comes in, it's still neutral. Let's just do it Charizard before it evolves. It does okay. It's not too bad. I mean, Hoopa doesn't take much. I'm gonna click Ice Beam. I mean, he knows Ice Beam's coming. So if he knocks me off, it won't do too much. I can live it, I'm pretty sure. Since, again, after seeing his defense, I don't think he's very physically invested, so I can live and knock off. Get Stealth Rocks, and then we're in the same position where I can just Ice Beam. If he stays in. If he switches out, then I get free rocks. I'm just gonna Ice Beam. Oh, I should have rocked. Man. Now I will, though. Yeah, now I will, because even if he... Maybe he thinks I'm Scarf to choice, doesn't know what I am. So I'll go for rocks. Probably him swapping out. Even if he stays in, he goes for knockoff. There he goes. Okay. There we go, there's the rocks. Now, Clefable. What did he want to do with me, Clefable? Could set up, but I don't think it will. Let's see. Doesn't get... I mean, it gets Meteor Mash for my Florges, but I don't think it's gonna have that. Maybe it will. Probably... How much would that do anyway? Doesn't matter. Could go into Barry B. Benson. Between the Toxic or Moonblast. I could have anything. Too bad I can't Toxic this thing. Although it might have Magic Guard, so it wouldn't matter anyway, I suppose. I don't have many good answers for this. I could just Ice Beam again, see what it wants to do. Might be max special defense if it's swapped in on a Mew. I like that. So also it is. Yeah, it's not doing anything in that case. See, if it has Flamethrower, then Barry B. Benson's going down. I'll go into Gastrodon for now. Okay. Wonder what he was expecting me to swap into there. Maybe he expected a poison move or something. Okay. Well, this isn't too bad for me. I'm sure he's just gonna get his Stealth Rocks up. Which is... So I could go into Beedrill now. I really think he's cooking Stealth Rocks. I could go into Barry B. Benson. That would be a risk, though. I don't think he wouldn't Scald me, so he might go for a Steel move. Or an Ice move. I'm thinking Barry B. Benson's the play here, because he probably knows I don't do much to him. But what do I want to go into if I think he's clicking Stealth Rocks? Go into this thing too. This would bring in that for sure though, and this thing can at least swap out on it. Let's see, I'm gonna check the damage first on Beedrill in case he goes for a move after all. Scald will do just about half, and if it burns, that's bad. But I don't think he'd click Scald. He's clicking Stealth Rocks, I'm making the read. Defog, okay, that's, you know, just as good. Drill Run does not kill, so I think the play is either to knock off or U-turn here. A U-turn. I guess I just go back into Gastrodon, right? Again, I'm not too scared of burning because I do have Aromatherapy. But Scald would do a good amount of damage though. Now, Vaporeon's really his best bet for my Floridas in terms of like steel damage anyway. I saw that it has... Oh, I haven't seen its item yet. Part of me wants to knock off. Yeah. I'm curious what it has. Juka Berry. Okay. Now, I think Drill Run kills. Knockoff is interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna Drill Run now. If he goes into Gliscor, I'll U-turn. If he goes into Charizard, that'll be tough if he goes into Charizard. Let me think about this. If he goes into Charizard, I U-turn as well. Or maybe I let it go down. No, I need to save this for Hoopa. I can't let it go down. So if he goes into Charizard, I U-turn. I'll into Gastrodon, or switch into Gastrodon. Okay. So no harm for Drill Run, and it's dead. Okay. Not a huge threat, but now he has no rocks unless Gliscor has it. Since he didn't click rocks on Empoleon, so perhaps Gliscor does have it. So I won't say no rocks yet. Okay, now, if Charizard comes in here, as far as I know, I don't think it gets priority. I'll check though. Doesn't get extreme speed. It's quick attack, but it's not gonna have quick attack. Okay. I figured it would be this thing. Good Dragon Dance, predicting the swap, or it could not Mega Evolve right now, predicting the Drill Run. So let me check the calcs on it. Poison Jab does a lot, but it doesn't kill, so I think I kind of have to U-turn here. Since he has to have, it's not choice, he has to have the Mega item. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna Dragon Dance, predicting my U-turn, in which case I probably couldn't go for Drill Run. U-turn. Oh, he didn't. I could have clicked Drill Run. It's a shame. Before I go into that, let me see. It's only Grass move is like Solar Beam, right? Yeah. It's not gonna have Solar Beam. Roost, okay. That wasn't bad. That's pretty good. Now, I don't think Glasgow would come in. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be. Oh, Hidden Power Flying is kinda useless now, I'm seeing that. Oh well. It's fine. I guess there's no reason not to click Earth Power. Because if he goes into Glasgow, I'd want to be in Gastrodon anyway. If he goes into Clefable, I'll be able to see what its special defense is like. I'm not gonna make any sort of crazy predictions, switches right now. I'm just gonna click Earth Power. I could Scald. Burning would be let me tell what it has. Let me know if it's safe to set up. Yeah. Oh, Burning, this would be nice. Of course, okay. So he didn't take much damage there. Could be. Let me check. Oops, no. That's wrong. Not. Click me on. Scald did what? 19%? Okay, so I don't think it's Assault Vested. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. It's just bulky. Wow. I don't know what this thing's gonna go for. I'm sure it gets Grass. Grass Knot and Solar Beam. I mean, I don't know how much Grass Knot would do, but I can check that. I'm not going to. I don't know what it's gonna have. Probably a fighting move, I would guess. I can recover, see what he's gonna do. That's pretty safe, I suppose. Yeah. So what I want to swap until I know more about this thing. And the odds are it's physical, and this is my physical wall. So recovering should be safe. I could see knockoff coming, but I mean that'll do okay amount. I'll lose my leftovers. And my other option here is to swap in blindly, which I don't think is as good. I think I can live one whatever it takes, get the recover, and then if it does too much damage, I can swap into the appropriate thing. Knockoff, okay. My leftovers are gone. Now what is he gonna do? I don't want this to get knocked off. I suppose this wouldn't be the end of the world, but don't really want it to be. Could be Banded. I mean, seeing that damage, I don't think he can do much to me. Let's click Scald. Oh, Seagrass? Oh man, that sucks. I was not. That's horrible. Wow. I guess he did have Grass Knot. See Grass Knot? That was a good play. How much will Sucker Punch do? The Beedrill. Sucker Punch. Okay, Sucker Punch will kill Beedrill, so I can't do that. That sucks. Oh, I'm getting swept by Kecleon. I don't know what to do here. This is tough. Man, this really sucks. Check like an rock. What did I name it? Okay, Rocky. Now, if he goes for Sucker Punch, Fire Fang won't kill. But then he should be in range for an Excel Rock, I would think. Maybe not. We'll see. could Sword Stance, because what would he swap into here? It'd be Gliscor. How much do I do to Gliscor though if I set up? Still not even that much. Go quick Fire Fang, I can live with Sucker Punch. Let me check that, double check that. Yeah, I can live one. Alright, equipable, that's fine. Doesn't do much at all. What damage did it do? Let me check. It did 28%. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes the calcs make no sense. I mean, if so far right now that the calcs max HP, max defense, bold, minus 38% from Fire Fang, and yet he only took 28%. So I'm very confused. It's very confusing. I'm just gonna. It's a good time for this to come in. I mean, the fact that this thing's dead is horrible. I'm gonna go drill one again. If he predicts goes into Gliscor, good for him, but I have a feeling he's not. Although, if he would predict Barry V. Benson, he'd go into Charizard. I'm just gonna click drill one. I'm not gonna overthink right now. Gliscor, there it is, okay. I got no choice to go into this thing. I need to weaken this a little more so that Zygarde can do what it has to do. Now I'm sure he's gonna click knockoff on my Mew here, but as I already saw, it doesn't do too much. Toxic, okay, that's fine. I have aromatherapy. I can set up rocks again, I suppose. You might just protect. I'm gonna stealth rock. Alright, now he might do something here. You can see knockoff coming. Gonna check how much that does. To Beedrill. It does. Okay, it does a good amount. I'll click Ice Beam. Hoopa. Critical hit. Ice. Okay, no freeze. Which I know it's bad to push for freeze, but I know this thing is physical. I want to preserve my Mew is basically what I'm getting at here. So if it's physical, I understand that Floor just dies. I'm in a bad position here, I'm aware of that. But I have no choice, I don't want to lose Mew. Gong Shot, yeah, I figured that was coming, but I'd rather sacrifice that than me any day of the week. Okay, that's perfectly fine with me. But now I can go for Poison Jab freely. Knockoff doesn't kill. Knockoff might kill. Unless it's a really, really low roll. So knockoff could be safe. No, I'm gonna click Poison Jab. Just kill this thing. It would do most damage to everything. Oh my god, that does nothing. Jeez. It's your turn, I guess. Gastrodon dying lost me the game, I think. I have nothing for turrets right now. How much damage does it take? I'm gonna check my Zygarde now, see if it's time yet. Does he have Roost? Did he show that yet? He didn't. I could see him clicking Roost, but we'll see. Okay, not enough damage. Let's go into Mew. That's quick. Okay. I forget if I outsped him. I should go back and check that. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it. It's fine. Let's go Boost. So he's not Magic Guard. Okay. It's good to know. What does this thing go for? It hasn't clicked the move yet. Just kind of scary. It has soft boiled for sure. It's gonna click soft boiled here. Could click that. Let me click Boost, see what happens. Wish? Okay. Are they swapping into Hoopa? Yeah. Still don't know the item. Let's fly score. Okay, I'm in a good position now. Ooh, I forgot about that. I can click Outrage, obviously, even though I know it would kill. Hope this kills. I can probably live one of anything he goes for. And that crit really helped. Only a high roll kills, unfortunately, but even then, if he's, it might not. Depending on the counts. Protect? Okay, that sucks. But again, I can take one hit of anything he wants to go for. Or my choice band getting knocked off, it sucks. No, it's fine. My choice band's knocked off. Critical hit? Yeah. Earthquake? Okay. Gee, that's so obnoxious. It's not annoying. Anyway, I'm sure he's protecting here. He must not have knockoff. So if he clicks, how much did he get last time? From it. I think even after a protect, one should still kill. Although a crit did 55, okay, it should still kill. I mean, his best play here might be to go for double protect. Just so he gets a free switch in to something. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. He does have. Oh, I wasn't expecting to die to that. He must have known that, so he was probably sacrificing to get a clean swap into Hoopa. He must outspeed me. So it must be Scarfed after all. Seeing how he brought it in like this. I know it's physical now. Or it could be mixed, I suppose, but obviously anything kills me here. Don't think I want to sacrifice him just yet. Although with me swapping out means I think he's Scarfed. Do I want to risk that? Who's least useful here? I think this thing is. Yeah, let's sacrifice this guy. Oh, he lived. Okay. That's actually really good. I'm shocked that I lived that. Wow. Okay. Is that like a low roll or something? Yeah, it was. It was a mid roll, I guess. Alright, I see a -1 defense. Okay, I'm gonna click Excel Rock. He outspeeds me for sure. He's gotta be Scarf. And I was ready to sacrifice this thing, so I'll just click Excel Rock and go from there based on what he does. Clefable, okay. So I know that he is unaware, so no point setting up. Don't know my enemy yet still. How much did... Let me check. I want to see how much it did before. Fire Fang did 28% before. And Solrock just did 26%. Still, these calcs are still confusing me. Okay, I don't know what I was looking at before. Quick drill run. I mean, again, it might be Gliscor, but I was ready to sacrifice this. Maybe I should save it then. No, it's quick drill run. Maybe it'll crit. And if Gliscor comes in, then oh well, it's fine. Okay, well now since either way it won't kill, I might as well put Fire Fang. Wish. Alright, I'll set up then. I know he's unaware, but no point not. I mean, he's gonna kill me anyway. I know he's unaware, but what the heck is this guy playing at here? Alright, he finally killed me. That's the wish. Let's see, how much does Zygarde do? Yeah, this battle's over. I'm just trying to even up the differential at this point. I have no choice here. Got the very defensive. 2 might kill, 2 poison jabs. I can see a protect coming. Let's go. Oh, this 1 might kill her. Maybe. Oh man, so close. How much did that do? 19. I'm gonna knock off. Just in case he doesn't protect for whatever reason. There's protect. I should click it again, honestly. Oh, I score. How much does knockoff do? From the B. Should do enough. And Charizard might come in predicting a knockoff, but I'm fine with that. Oh, come on, he lived. Man, I lose. Alright, GG. That's the game right there. Gliscor was too much. Let's go down. Goes into Hoopa. Now, again, obviously it's Scarfed, but he one-shots the Mew. So my only hope of winning is if he's not Scarfed, so I might as well click 1,000 arrows. Oh, that was the battle. Don't know what went wrong, but see you next week. Well, I guess I'll talk about it a little bit. He played well. He brought the Gliscor, which is always an obnoxious mon, no matter the circumstances. I guess I didn't have enough ice moves. Maybe I should have had a choice item with Lycanroc. Who knows? Then Gastrodon died too early. I wasn't expecting the Z move. That was a nice play. Yeah, I guess he won because he brought some good prep, and I played badly. So good game to my opponent, and I'll see you next week for the UDN Week 6.